What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're back with another top 5 mods for your E46 M3 video. This one's going to be under 30... What? That was last video. This time it's going to be under 80 videos. This time it's going to be under $80. So if you haven't seen the first video to this series, go ahead and click right here. I did a top 5 mods for under $30, and that's like the lowest of the low, the cheapest of the cheapest mods you could get for this platform. Nothing is cheap for this platform, especially when it comes to preventative maintenance or anything like that. With this list of mods for under $80, this is definitely a little step up to where you're going to be spending a little more money, but the items that I picked for this list, I think it's going to be well worth it. Also, everything mentioned in this video is going to be linked down below in the description box. So before we get into this list, if this video helps you out at all, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe down below. We are so close to hitting 1 million subscribers. Yeah, I checked too. I don't think we're at 1 million yet, but we will be eventually, hopefully. So if you guys can smash that subscribe button, I'd greatly appreciate it so that we can get towards our goal of 1 million subscribers by tomorrow. All right, all jokes aside, without further ado, let's get into this top 5 list. All right, so number 1 on the list is going to be a pretty mandatory thing, especially because you own a BMW, and it's going to be the LED halos. It's starting at around $45, but if you want the RGB variant, it's going to be around $54. This is basically BMW's signature look, the halos, but this is just the upgraded version where you're going to get that bright white LED or the option of having color changing if that's what you want with the RGBs. These honestly look amazing during the day or at night, or if you just end up running these as DRLs, they look amazing. I'll put some pictures right here just to show and examples of how it looks on the car. And on this side is going to be the RGB versions of how people change up the colors. But for me, my M3 has the regular white LED halos, and that's good enough for me. All right, so number 2 on the list is going to be wheel spacers. These will definitely range anywhere between $40 all the way up to $70 or even more, but you could definitely find a good brand that will sell them under 80 bucks. There are many different brands that you can go ahead and research for yourself out there, but what these wheel spacers are going to do is completely change the look of your car. Whether you're running aftermarket wheels or OEM wheels, adding wheel spacers when needed makes your car look 10 times better. With spacers, you're able to get that perfect fitment, have your wheels and tires flush with the fenders and not have it synced in too much, making you look like a floating car or something. It'll help you get that more aggressive stance and wheel fitment that'll make you fall in love with your car all over again. One thing I do recommend is not to run too wide of wheel spacers because that can be dangerous, and make sure you don't cheap out too much and get the absolutely crap wheel spacers where there's no hub-centric ring. Make sure when you're looking at these wheel spacers that it is your correct bolt pattern and your bore size for your car. That 5x120 and 72.5mm bore size, and you're going to be perfect. Moving on to number 3 on this list is going to be strut reinforcement plates. This will run you about $75 to $80 depending where you buy it from. What this is going to do is prevent mushrooming on the strut tower. As you can see from this picture, not running reinforcement plates can completely damage your strut tower. This is a very common issue across all E46 platforms, and if you don't have a strut bar already, you need some type of reinforcement plate just to give it that extra layer of protection. This is a genuine BMW part, so with that being said, you can either pick it up at your local dealership or you can order it online. One thing to keep in mind if you're running coilovers is to make sure that your top hat or camber plate still clears with the reinforcement plate. I've heard from some people that they're not able to use the reinforcement plate because of their coilover system doesn't allow it, but to combat that, you would just make sure that you have a proper strut bar. So it's better to do it to have that extra strength and sense of security. So number 4 on the list is going to be a shift knob. If you're going to stick with OEM, it's going to cost you around 80 bucks, but if you want to go aftermarket, it can be a lot cheaper. One thing to keep in mind for shift knobs for the E46 is we don't have the screw-on ones. So for you to get the aftermarket shift knobs that have threads in it, you're going to need an adapter. But that adapter is only going to be $10. I'll have a link down below for the adapter as well. But with that adapter also, you're going to have a wide variety of aftermarket shift knobs that you can pick from. There are tons of different shift knobs that you can possibly get for your car, and that just depends on your preference. But for me, I really like the OEM ZHP weighted shift knob. It feels a lot better and it looks a lot better than what a lot of the E46 M3s came with the like taller OEM shift knob. I'll put up a picture right here if you know what I'm talking about. But this one's a lot shorter and it is a little bit heavier, so it feels a lot better. And especially if your shift knob is old and raggedy and it needs to change out, swap it out. It's going to make your interior look so much better, and when you're shifting, it's going to feel a lot better. And last but not least, number 5 on this list is going to be a Bluetooth adapter. This will run you about $70, but I'm not going to lie, this is probably one of my favorite mods that I've done to my car. The benefit of getting a Bluetooth adapter, you're going to be able to keep that nice OEM look, but still have the functionalities of Bluetooth where you can play music and even answer calls. If you haven't seen that video already where I posted an install video, go ahead and check that out right here. It's been about 3 months since I've installed mine on my car, and I can't complain about it. It's never given me any problems The audio is super clear. I've never had problems with static or connection problems. So I highly recommend that you get this for your car. Obviously, you can go ahead and get an aftermarket head unit where it's touchscreen and all that, and it looks really cool. But honestly, for some people like me, I guess, that want to keep that OEM look, this is exactly what you need. So the one thing that I noticed is a lot of people are buying these right now and they're selling out very quick. I'm going to try my best to keep all the links down below updated as I can. From the links that I provided, there's probably only a few left, so you probably want to get those as soon as possible. I really wouldn't recommend getting those super cheap Bluetooth adapters because they don't work at all and they're just a piece of crap. It's not worth getting. So this is the upgraded version, what you want to spend a little more money on to get that higher quality sound that's going to be better than the radio transmitter ones or anything like that. If by the time you click the links down below, they all become sold out, there's another video that I'll recommend to you that Jen just posted up. It's another Bluetooth adapter that you can get for the E46 platform that'll also actually work with many other models. They'll have a list on their website, but I'll put the link to his video down below where you can go ahead and check out his video. I think that Bluetooth adapter that he recommends is about $200, but you know, sometimes it could be still cheaper than getting a brand new head unit. Well, that's pretty much it for this top 5 list. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I did my best to keep everything under $80. If anything, 1 or 2 of those items may be a couple dollars more than $80, but it's still in the general area. Like I said before, if this video helped you out, go ahead and hit that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna have a lot more content like this coming out. If you're new here, go ahead and check out my previous videos. I post a new video every Friday, sometimes twice a week, depending on what's going on. And if you plan on getting any of the items that I mentioned in this video, go ahead and comment down below and let me know. But yeah, if you stuck around all the way to the end of the video, I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.